Alright guys, so back in the forge today. This is one of those knives that I did before Christmas. That I did the video on the failed, the torture test too. This is one that I managed to save. There's another one up there on the top there. You can just see it's curved on the tang. So this is pretty much the usual finish. Now obviously it needs an edge on it. I've just done the just ground it to, it's probably down to about a mil, maybe slightly over there, 1.5 mil down to, it's not going to focus, is it? Obviously it needs the handle, and then the tang is ever so slightly shaped, straightening on the end, so I'll have to heat that up. Yeah, kitchen knife. So I've got these axes to set out today, and the tongs that I said I was going to do as well. So let's get started. That looks like a really weak brew, but it's not. It's just the light in it. I mean, it's not a strong brew, but it's definitely not that white. So just gearing up to finish these axes that I've had on the workbench for ages. Obviously we've been ill and busy, I've had other work going on. So they're all pretty much where they need to be. They just need adjusting, straightening out, neatening up with the hammer. Just on the anvil. And yeah, and then test out these new stamps. Finally get my brand started. So it should be interesting. Just warming up the forge now. And then I will be messing around with these. So I'll get some footage of that. Right, so here they are after just clean them up, like I say, just take the, clean the pole on them and take the edge to a decent profile radius like, and the tops are cleaned. So all I do now is I'm going to put a little bevel on these, use my jig, I'll get a little bit of footage of that, and then I'm going to throw them back in the forge and stamp them. Put my drift in and hopefully stamp them with this new stamp I've got. And then I'll heat cycle them a couple of times, heat them up, let them cool down twice, and then I'll quench them. And then after that, it's just throwing them in the tempering oven. And then obviously, final grind and sharpen. So let's try this jig out that I've made. That's the trial run with the new stamp. I had a few mishaps. So annoyingly, my two favourite axes that I've forged, this carver, that's not stamped very well at all. And then the other one, again, it looks awful. So they're not really saleable now, which is really frustrating. But yeah, these ones have come out all right. So time to quench them. Okay, so here's the axes after the quench, and I've just gone over them with a wire wheel, and I've just given them a quick grind just to establish a profile, an angle. So I've left the jig set up in the same angle, and I'm just going to stick these in the oven now for an hour and a half and let them temper. That's the one that's come out really bad with the stamp, so you can't even tell what it is, which is a shame. It's a really nice axe. That one's worked well, as is that one, and then this one's a little, yeah. So I hit that originally first, and then I went with the press and pressed it down, and I thought I had it directly over the top, but you can kind of see it's sort of double printed. And this one was just, well, yeah. There's no excuses there. So I'll get them in the oven now. Guys, this is my first proper day, full day in the forge since, well, 2023. I was in here obviously the other day making them tongs. It was like 1 o'clock, a couple of hours, and ran out of gas. Obviously didn't finish them. So today I've managed to get this knife ready for, effectively ready for handle, and then just sharpen it. So that's good. These tongs, refine my tong forging process. So I've got another 2 pairs of tongs to assemble now, make rivets for, and then obviously finish these axes. So these are all finished now. I've polished the edges and put a little grind on them, hone them. I'm not honing them yet, sorry. I'll do that on my stones. But these are all ready. I mean, these are quite easily cut. They're very, very sharp. Be careful handling them now. To polish the poles on the back of them. Some with the messed up stamp, which is annoying because it's a really nice axe. This one again isn't ideal. You can see it, but it's not perfect. The best one was probably this that came out. The stamp, so. So I have to weigh these. This has got a slightly higher, I think it's this one. Yeah, I think so. Slightly larger drift for this one. So looks forward to going a slightly larger handle. Again, polished pole on it. Like a 2-foot handle or something would be nice for that. Like a forest axe. Then in between, and then a little tiny hatchet. So I've done a secondary bevel on these so they're easier to sharpen. Probably spend a bit more time polishing them, but just done for tonight anyway. So I'm quite happy with them. And then I need to just finish the tongs. Right guys, hopefully you'll enjoy this video. Like I say, I've not been putting much up recently, I've just been so busy with my main job. So this is just, it's nice to get back in and get these made. I'll start another batch next now, I guess. Right guys, I'll catch you later. I'm going to clean up and get home.